Hello there, guys. Greetings. It's been a while, hasn't it? KuroBlitz here, and welcome back to another video on my channel. So today I have a lot to say. I have really a lot to say. I'm going to talk about, not only the reviews for the episodes that I didn't do, because I didn't know how to go with it realistically, and time has been very short on my hand. But I also want to talk about, Ash's farewell, as well as the news that we got for the new series, right? Pokemon Horizons. So, without further ado, I just want to give a little rewind about the episodes of the month of March, episodes 8 to 11 of Mesa Pokemon Master. And I will say this, episode 8, the Bennett one, like, it's the one that, if you tell people what are the final 5 episodes of Ash, you are going to say to people Lapras return, Bayonet filler, Team Rocket gets all of the other Mons back, Ash helping Latios and reuniting with Pidgeot, one of these things is not like the other. But I like the Bayonet filler, the way but it's super convenient that, Nurse Joy happened to be in town, right, to get the Bennett from the substitute doll. And Brock knows her from like 30 years ago or whatever, just by seeing a picture of a girl, and she collects hearts or whatever. Just Gengar and Dragonite in this episode kind of makes me feel it was a Journeys episode with Go and Chloe, and Misty and Brock have no right to be here. But Gengar gets, a moment. Dragonite, uses her, global trotting speed to, get to it. And I think it's, it felt like a Toy Story-esque, vibe for this episode. I'm okay with it. I just feel like, this doesn't belong in the Ash finale. I get it. Ash helping Pokemon to be a Pokemon master, yada 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 yada. But it's super convenient. I wouldn't mind if the girl was like in a jewelry shop and Bennett reacted to one of the stones and it was actually a Mega Stone. And that's another irk that I have with this, Ash, Misty, and Brock don't use all of their Mons. They don't Mega Evolve in this, conundrum. Just for you to have an idea of this, the Latias arc, it's 11 episodes. Zacian and Zamazenta only got 4. Okay? The Sword and Shield mascots in the Sword and Shield quote-unquote anime only got 4 episodes. Latias got 11. Or maybe, the girl died as well, and the doll became a ghost and the girl became another ghost type, so they reunited in the afterlife and as equals, as both ghost types, but whatever, I guess. For episode 9, Team Rocket getting all of the other Mons back. Hey, they have a full team each. And they do this little fake out in the end, like Mime Jr. trying to, help, and Wobbuffet, reflecting the combo of 9 moves, that's cool and whatever. And, we see some unique combinations, I guess. Even Brock has, that little dance from the ending or whatever. And, the plan is extremely convoluted for something extremely, simple. And Giovanni sends a gold statue to just explode. Like, Team Rocket didn't end, and I don't like it. I'm not asking for a big closure, I'm just asking for, another Operation Tempest. I think it would have been cool if Giovanni had Enamorus and, they had to meet the Galarian birds or something around those lines. I don't know. I just don't know. But, Team Rocket's plan was solid. I just feel like they deserved a lot better because this was their ending too, and their ending is just, going after Ash off screen. It just doesn't feel right. It just doesn't feel right. There are moments, but moments don't make an episode. Details and references will make a story, a narrative makes a story. If I was to rank every Journeys episode based on details and references alone, every episode would get an 8 out of 10, at the very least. Oh well. Episode 9. Now this one is interesting, because it's made by Studio Cockpit, the original 4, of the of OLM, right? We got Iwane, we got Asada, we got Tomioka, and we got Shimura. We got those 4, right? We got those 4. And the way Ash is portrayed in this episode, it's very, very good. In the Rocket episode, we see Infernape and Hawlucha. That's their last moment, guys. It's just them touching Carnivine and Gourgeist that Wobbuffet flied in the final episode. Touch grass. I don't know, man. I just don't know. But Swallow was the last reserve. They saved the best for last. And Swallow now has Air Cutter, and that kind of bugs me because it's a special move. But he was going against the Hunter pretty well. The Hunter had, the Hunter isn't given a name, but this is your final boss, not Giovanni or, Archer from the Let's Go and Art Gold Soul Silver, not Chairman Rose coming back. I don't know. Just feels extremely contrived. But I like the episode in isolation. I don't like this in the Latias arc, because the Latias arc isn't even an arc. Arc is just, evaluating Ash. Like, does it take you that much to evaluate a guy? Like, he helped you, why didn't you ask him to help your brother, like, the episode after? This could have been 4 episodes. If you remove Misty and Brock, this could have been a 4-parter. It's Ash helping Latias, Ash defeating Team Rocket, Ash helping Latios, the end, right? But no, they went there because of nostalgia, and there were interviews about this, there were mistranslations about this, and I'm like, why all of this if he's not going to catch Latias? The final episode could have been the final episode. If anything, you had 10 more episodes. You could have given, you could have given 4 battles for Ash, you could have given 4 trials for Go, and 2 episodes for Chloe. You could have done it, you just decided to whatever. I like how Ash controls Latios and uses Aura Sphere. Latios is my favorite Pokemon, so of course there's going to be a bias here. And Swallow helping Latios after, defeating one. After being defeated by one, right? Against Tobias. It's kinda whatever to me. But I do like, the message. I don't think many people get the message, but I like the message that, Latios are, as a species, they are special, they are considered legendary, but they roam in a flock. They are special, but they aren't rare and they aren't unique. And I feel like that reflects on Ash. Ash is special. By everything he did, is considered like a legendary trainer, but he's not unique. Anyone has the potential to, be the protagonist of their own story. Everyone has the potential to, be like Ash. Steelix did something, but Misty didn't do anything with her Pokemon, and I'm like, this would have been the perfect time for everyone to Mega Evolve. It just bugs me. It just bugs me. It's the same thing why Brock was stupid in the Silent episode. You cannot have 2 competent trainers. It's whatever. And now to the final episode. As for the final episode, they say goodbye, and I'm like, okay, whatever. And then, Ash goes home, he eats, takes bath, does the Pikachu let's finish with Thunderbolt meme in the bathroom, in the bathtub or whatever. And he sees Oak, helps a Charmander. I think the Charmander is a nice nod to, Leon's Charmander in the post-game of Sword and Shield, where, you get that one, and I'm like, okay, that's it. And then Gary shows up, says hi, congratulates him about being a champion. Oh yeah, I forgot, we get Altomar, now that, it's bypassing all the slides. Altomar is canon, yay, whatever. Whatever. And, he asks the question, and I feel like this question could have been asked, in the beginning of the arc, and Ash would linger on this instead of, the impact would be lesser, maybe, because it's not in the same episode, or maybe it would be bigger, I don't know. I like Miami having a chair, finally, it's been a decade. And, Team Rocket is still, upset. They went to the headquarters. They have a cafeteria in the headquarters now for the grunts. I'm pretty sure that Wendy from the Human Resources kind of helped that. And Ash is spending his day with his Pokemon. And, he's not, he's home. He's in home for a while, like a week or so. It's weird. He never stayed home that long, and I like it. I like it. I really, really do like it. And it starts to, it starts to rain, and then it becomes, a rainbow. We don't see Ho-Ho, but he tells Pikachu that what he perceives to be a Pokemon master is, someone who can befriend every Pokemon in the world and therefore be accepted and trusted by all. It's a virtual impossibility, but it also feels like a cop-out answer. It feels like something Go would say. Like, I want to catch them all, so I want to befriend them all. And Ash kind of had the whole spiel in the end of Alola with, I want to see more people, I want to go to more places, I want to meet more Pokemon, and I'm like, if being a master is to befriend everyone, Go kind of becomes Ash's ultimate challenge, because it's Ash pouring his life philosophy into another trainer who has that plight. So for that I will give them kudos, even though I don't think they thought that ahead. But we saw Pidgeot. And I know Pidgeot returning was a dub-only promise. But I feel like the fans memed this shit to death. To the point where, someone online saw this. And it's like, hey, we are going to finish Ash in Japan, but this is for all over the world. Let's canonize a dub line to have this, hey, the West influenced the East or whatever. It's global, it's everything connected. And I'm like, hey, it's whatever. It would have been cool if Pidgeot returned in episode 1. Then we could have seen Pidgeot, for the whole arc. And they open-ended it, because pretty sure Ash is going to return in movies, or, as a failsafe in case the show flops in ratings. Even if the show has a great story, if it flops in ratings. That's kind of, they are very attached to this guy. And I'm pretty sure the only reason why he didn't went to Paldea, it's because the champion rank in Paldea, it's no different from, being an Orange League or the Battle Frontier. It's just the guy being another Hall of Famer. And also because they had to, they would have to neglect the World Coronation Series, title defenses and rematches. Then again, they neglect that in this epilogue. We don't see anyone besides the kids from the Squirtle episode kind of battle the guy or know the guy, or we don't know how Leon is doing. Like, we see him with the Battle Tower uniform, and Hop is battling Bee in the wild area, and that's just it. We don't get any kind of closure for anyone realistically. We don't even get, like, I'm not asking for everyone to return for, a party, because Ash had a party in the end of Journeys. But we could have seen what everyone was doing. We could have seen a montage, for example, Dawn finally being a top coordinator. Or, Serena now has an Absol and therefore has a Pangoro. And, we see Max and Bonnie starting their journeys. We see Iris battling Lance for the title of Dragon Master. We see Silent getting, the S rank on a Sur badge, make the world feel alive. We could see the Alola gang being in the Battle Tree or in the Lake of the Moon. Like, Tracy got more closure in this episode. The guy had a speaking role after 17 years, and he got a Venomoth, because, more fun in Japanese, morph, change. And I guess that's it. I feel like, the ending of Journeys was better than the ending of NPM, because they see a montage of it. And, the narrator saying, if I say they continue they will. And, the world is big and small, to the point where Ash, Go, and Chloe are in the same town. Yeah. Like, the episodes, like this epilogue, it's extremely passable. It's very skippable. Like, there is no filler in the Pokemon anime, but I get why people believe that this is kinda it. And then, Ash sees, the cherry blossoms, blooming, the Sakura buds, because Ash and Pikachu are buds, right? It's in the opening. And the sneakers, I feel like he should have had a different outfit. Like, hey, give him Red's outfit. I don't know. And now if he returns in movies, he's going to, have Pidgeot to fly him around. And I'm starting to understand that the Distant Blue Sky episode with, the hat thing, it's basically AU Ash is dead, the canon main Ash is now going to be in the movie. It's a weird passing of the torch. But I like the whole thing, he wasn't ready to move on, and now he wears the new sneakers and he is, new shoes, new life. And I feel like they just made it open ending to not cause any risk, to not, shake any boats or whatever. And for me, I feel like all of the other shows kind of did a better job, to the point where you leave it open-ended but you get closure for all of their series. This didn't got any closure, it just felt sloppy to me. If you enjoy it, that's fine, go your way. I didn't. I didn't. And I feel like many people are emotional because, they are younger, and the Ash they know, they saw it from, X and Y onward, or Sun and Moon onward, and they have been with the guy for a decade or less. I've been with Ash all my life. All my life. The reason I feel empty inside, it's not because of the void that he left, but it's because I wish I could feel something. I wish I could be more emotional about his farewell, and I'm not. And I hate that I'm questioning my own legitimacy as a fan of the anime for not feeling anything. I don't feel remorse. I feel very apathetic. And I think it's because while I did say goodbye to Ash in the prior Friday, I feel like I've said goodbye to him a long, long time ago. Realistically with the end of DP, but realistically with the end of X and Y, 7 years ago. But in the ending of DP or Best Wishes, that felt like it. DP was the classic saga, Best Wishes felt like he was bookending it with a traditional one. And I remember people praised Origins a decade ago. Even the last episode of Best Wishes is my dream Pokemon Master. The journey continues, right? This wasn't my Ash. Heck, as much as I like I don't hate Journeys or Sun and Moon, but it's very clear that with Pokemon Go and all of the other games or whatever, and the death of Z, because Sun and Moon should have been on the Switch, and it wasn't, you can clearly see that the Ultra games feel like a DLC. Pokemon went from a franchise to a brand, and when you're a brand, your writing starts to feel like it, right? This wasn't my Ash. This wasn't the Ash of many people. Everyone milked this guy's name for the algorithm in the last months, and they will continue so until the end of this year. And I hope he doesn't return for half a decade, because I cannot miss someone who never leaves. Are you missing him? It's been 5 days or so. No, I'm not. I like the artworks of people, you can see the fandom, but I'm not feeling very crybaby about it. And realistically, I don't think I should. I'm just feeling very disconnecting and very dissonant of Ash for at least 7 years. And Alola, it's a great series. I just don't think it's a great series for Ash. Yes, they gave him shit, they made him champion, but in the end of the day, let's be real here. If you replace Ash from Alola and Journeys to a brand new character with a Pikachu, the visible feats are the same. A boy that became a champion twice. That could have been Richie. That could have realistically been Richie. That could have realistically been Richie. Oh well. But I will miss the guy when he's long gone for a while. I haven't cried. I haven't made a massive thread of tweets or whatever, or shorts about this and that, about facts of Ash, this and that. People know I know shit about Ash and the anime. There are podcasts that have 5 to 10 people, and I know more of them combined. Sorry if I'm being very egotistical, but that's the truth. That's why I'm cancelled. Because I speak the truth. Unfiltered.